Axiom Arcanist will buff your ultimate ability damage, healing or shielding, and refund you some of the cooldown on takedowns. It will be replacing Nullifying Orb as it is intended to be caster's best friend. So you're choosing between Mana Flow or Axiom Arcanist. Okay, so depending on if your champion is very ultra reliant or if your champion needs mana. That's really cool though. But I still think a lot of people will probably take Mana Flow. But yeah, it's also a rune that like supports can take. Honestly, this kind of looks like a good support rune. No, like a Karma or something. Because supports have so much mana regen per 5 that Mana Flow is not needed on them in a lot of cases. Okay, Deep Ward makes stealth wards that you place in the enemy jungle deep, granting them +1 health and last 30 to 45 seconds long. Increase to 30 to -120 seconds for yellow trinket stealth wards. Beginning at level 11, stealth wards that you place in the river will also be considered deep and grant the respective bonuses. Okay, this to me just looks like a very broken rune for supports. Like what? And nobody else will take them. It's just a support rune. What am I missing here? This is literally just a rune designed for supports. 6 Sense automatically tracks a nearby enemy ward if you cannot already see it and track it. If you're a melee champion, it will have a 300 second cooldown with a 360 second cooldown for range users. Beginning at level 11, this rune will not only track the enemy ward, but it will also reveal it for 10 seconds, giving you a chance to take it out. While this rune honestly seems to be mega useless. I don't see a reason why anybody would ever take it. It's a 300 second cooldown. I mean, this is almost never up. This is completely useless. I don't get it. Last up, we have Grisly Mementos, which grants an infinitely stacking 5 trinket ability haste upon champion takedowns. In modes where this doesn't make sense, like ARAM, the user will gain 3 ultimate ability haste instead. Wait, what? Infinitely stacking. That is also mega OP. That is also insanely OP, because you will be able to get Sweeper to such a low cooldown, or even Yellow Trinket. I mean, that seems really overpowered as well. Wow, okay, I mean, these two runes, like, also, all these runes just seem to be support runes, again, right? Like, which role has, like, insanely high kill participation? I mean, support, like, of course. Yeah, so, Eyeball Collector, Zombie Ward, and Ghost Spore will be gone, which were runes that gave you AP or AD, right? Adapt you, once you stack them up. Which to me feels like it's kind of like a nerf to solo lanes for the most part, because like a lot of times in Domination tree, like a lot of solo laners would rely on these runes, right? Like you're not happy about any of these runes really in solo lane, replacing those 3. So like, I don't know, if your champion name is Akali, and you're forced to play Electrocute, I mean, I don't think you're happy, because you're forced to take not one of these 3 runes when you could have had, like, Eyeball Collection, for example. So, I think Electrocute is just a worse rune. Dark Harvest is just a worse rune. Like, it's just less reasons to take these runes, because then you're not forced to be Domination. But I think for support players, are probably going to take way more Domination. And what can happen is that, for example, Hex Flash is less used, right? Like, support players go like Aftershock and into Domination now. And then they're not going to have Hex Flash anymore.